Hello you guys, this is going to be another private client or personal, sorry, it's not really private, but client reading. I'm going to keep her name hidden and the person's name whom she's inquiring about. She is inquiring about someone specific, but if you're interested in your own reading, you don't have to have a specific person that you're inquiring about. You can leave it open to spirit to reveal any messages they have in regards to a connection you're dealing with, or maybe a true love partner that you are seeking, you know, whatever spirit has for you. All right. I share these personal readings because I know that they potentially can help someone out there who cannot afford their own reading, or who just may be, you know, just wanting quick advice or whatever, however spirit chooses to reach out to others. So that's why I do it, whether you resonate fully or partially or not at all, if you're just watching it for entertainment purposes. But if you are interested in your own personal reading, you can contact me or purchase the reading in the links below, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and tune into the client's energy and the person whom she's inquiring about. And Divine Spirit, I ask for your highest guidance and highest wisdom and clarity for her, and that whatever it is that you wish to release and send out to her, any messages you want to release and send to her, anything that you wish for her to know, that it be revealed through me to deliver to her, and anyone else who's watching that you wish to reach out to as well, that the message be heard loud and clear, okay? And with love, of course. And sometimes with love, it comes tough love. So these messages are not always light and fluffy, you know. So however it decides to come out, Divine Spirit. And I ask for 11 cards for this situation. 11 cards, Divine Spirit. Okay. The Emperor. The Ten of Wands. The Page of Wands. The Eight of Wands. A lot of wands, huh? Three of Swords. The Empress. The Tower. The Six of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Seven of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles with the Star card at the bottom. Alright, let's move up here so we can see these cards a little bit better. Sorry, I want to make sure that all the cards are in frame and stuff. It doesn't look all wacky. Okay, and then I use these cards to go with the tarot cards. My playing cards, so Spirit, I asked for 11 cards from this deck also to go with these. Okay. Okay. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and get into it. For the cards that you can't see, I will pull them up so you can see them. All right, so the first card we have is the Emperor, and this represents what is the purpose that this person serves, this person A that serves in your life. You have the Emperor, and you have the Fox, and the Fox is not a good card to get. Most of your cards you have some neutral cards, and you have two what we would call negative cards. So this I don't really like to see him unless this is like work related. This is someone who's ambitious, who, you know, will do whatever it takes to survive, and sometimes that can be a good or bad thing. In a reading though, in a love sense, this can be someone who's full of, you know, deceit. You know, there's seduction here, there's lies. This could be someone that, you know, lies about their status, you know, whether they're single or married or dating someone else. They lie about their age at times, how they look. Like this could be a catfish sometimes. If I had the fish here next to it, I would definitely say that this person catfishes people, but I just feel like they just lie about certain things that they shouldn't even be lying about. but this person can do that. So I feel like the purpose that this person serves is your perception of men could very well be that they're all like this. They're all deceptive. They're all liars. They're all cheaters. And, you know, they're all cunning and controlling. Because the Emperor, on the downside of him, I would say on a good side, this is a father. This is an authority figure, a well-respected person. It could also represent the divine masculine in a love reading. But here, I feel like you might have a negative perception of men. And this person may trigger that within you, whether it steers from your father or some sort of father figure or just male figures in your life that you look at like they're just womanizers, they're just abusers, they're cheaters, they're controlling, they're possessive, whatever negative perceptions you have about men. I feel like this person triggers it, those things within you. And let's see how this person does this. How are they serving you in this way? Divine Spirit, clarify the Emperor and the Fox, please, and how this person triggers this for her. I have the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, the Justice card, the Ace of Wands. So this person, I feel like they're very intuitive, but they're not aware how intuitive they are and how they're working through themselves or their higher selves. The Queen of Wands, it could represent you. You don't have to be a fire sign to be a Queen of Wands. This can represent your energy. But I feel like at times this person plays with your confidence a little bit. Whether at times they make you feel wanted, they make you feel beautiful, make you feel sexy, and then the next minute it make you feel very low about yourself. It's like an imbalance back and forth between the both of you. And I feel like they play with you sexually. So I feel like you know what that means. I feel like you know what that means and how they do it. I'm not going to get into too much detail about that, but I feel like you know how this person does it, and that triggers you very badly. So that's how they do it. And it's for you, even though they may be doing it in a way that you perceive to be negative, or what we would all perceive to be negative, there is always a light to that dark. So I feel like there's a divine purpose on why they're doing it. And I feel like why this person triggers you in the way that they do is so that this person plays as a contrast to see the dark side of men that you don't like. And then when a good person comes in, it kind of challenges this belief here of that men are all the same and that they're cheaters and they're dogs and they're deceptive, that type of thing. For as far as what you serve in this person's life, they have the Ten of Wands and the Tower. The Ten of Wands is a very strong, passionate energy. Could be an oppressive, stressful energy. You know, a lot of stress on your back, a lot of weight that you have to carry. But it can also be a determination, willpower, and strength to get to your goal. Then you have the Tower card. The Tower is different in this playing cards. They're way different than the Tower in the tarot deck. So in a love sense, though, this is like someone that isolates themselves, you know, purposely, or self-imposed isolation, a controlling person. I feel like this person could be very very possessive over their women, whether they claim them as their girlfriends or whatever, or they just claim them to be, you know, theirs, like, because I had them sexually, they're always mine. So they can be very controlling in that way. I feel like you trigger this out of them, like you show them this side of them and the negative aspect of it. Whereas if someone else, like, you show them the things about themselves that they wouldn't see, you know, the downside or the negative things, the egotistical things about themselves that they wouldn't see or learn or push out of themselves unless you were around. So it's like they have to go through this. So let's see how this works. I get that they're very manipulative. They can make you believe that certain things are your fault. The Strength card, it's like sexual energy. It's like they do it through sex. They dominate you through sex. but you're more powerful than, you know, this person knows you're more powerful than what they let on, but you don't know that. You don't know your own power, but this person does. So how this trickery comes out, I feel like anytime that you're the Queen of Wands and you step up and you're the confident one, and you may even be very attractive to a lot of people, you know, you hold and possess a fire within you. This is also a fire sign energy. This is the sign of Leo. The Queen of Wands is also a fire sign, but like I said, it could just be an energy. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're a fire sign. You could very well be that. But you possess a lot of energy, of fire, passion, of strong energy within you. This person realizes it, maybe just on a subconscious level, and they try to dominate you and control you. And the best way to do that is through sex, or through complimenting your looks or downplaying your looks, you know. So that's how you trigger them. You just possess this powerful energy, and it can even be at times where you step up for yourself that they try to bring you down, you know, bring you to a level, on their level, really. All right, so let's see. The next card represents if this connection is of your highest good, and that is a double no. So you have the Page of Wands, which is a fickle lover anyway. He comes and he goes. This person's energy is, I'm not going to say it's all about sex, but that's how they operate. It's through sexual energy or through their looks, or it's all about looks for them, you know, the ego for this person. So for them, I'm getting that this would not serve your highest good in a long-term relationship. Because like I said, the Page of Wands, he's, you know, he's not in it for long term. He's just in it for the fun and games. He comes in, he goes. Then you got the Whip, which is not a good card to get. This is actually a, this card is an abusive energy. So I hope not, but it can represent physical abuse. In a love reading can also represent sexual intercourse, okay? Someone who has a healthy sexual appetite. So I get that this person, that they're not much more than just something to look at, or, you know, that's just the sexual energy can represent they just work from the lower chakras and that's it. They're very dense in that way. They're not in touch with their spiritual self. They're very low level. They work from the lower chakras. Everything is about survival, you know, material things, sex and looks and, you know, money, you know, that type of energy. That's what I get from this person. So this would not serve you in a long-term relationship. They wouldn't even be here for the long run. It's like they would be gone, or they're already gone, or they're just not to be counted on in that way. So let's see what everyone's intentions are. So your intentions with this person is the 8 of Wands with the letter. So it could be communication, because this is the communication. The 8 of Wands can represent text messages, social media, phone calls. Could also represent travel, and it could also represent sexual energy. Could be sexting. I don't know why that came out, but I get that maybe your intentions is to reach out to this person. Like, you do want to message this person. The letter is, you know, it could represent an important correspondence, a contract, an email that comes through, an important letter that you're waiting for. In a love sense, it could represent a love letter. It could represent news about your lover or a love affair, or, you know, you could want to send them something sweet. Like, your intentions, I feel like, are good. You want to send them a sweet, loving message, or a very passionate message telling them how you feel about them, possibly. That's what I'm getting. Like, you want to pour your heart out, like in an old school way. Like, you want to write it all out, how you feel. Maybe even write them a love poem. Something passionate with the 8 of Wands, though. And very direct and quick. So it could be a text message. Could be an email. Could be, you know, through social media, like through a DM or something like that. For this person, what their intentions are the 3 of Swords with the 16 of Stars. So this person, they're way more softer than what they let on. You know, this person does hurt. They go through things. You know, I feel like they feel like they've lost in some way. Their intentions are, I feel, to just get over the situation with you, because they do feel a sense of loss over the connection. With the stars, this can represent like a soulmate energy, a twin flame energy, the so-called energies of those things. They're just labels, but let's just say like a destined love, or a life partner, the one person that you feel like completes you, that end-all be-all person. Could represent an inspirational love, or a spiritual lover, or romantic ideals. So this person could see your worth, very much so. I feel like they are suffering some sort of loss. I feel like this is a sense of guilt. They want to get over the guilt of what they've done in the relationship with you, or how they done you, period. Because I do feel like they see you higher than you see yourself. So this person may very well feel like they lost out on something great, but are their intentions good in the long run? No. But there is a sense of guilt here, and sense of loss with the Three of Swords. So I feel like they are trying to overcome that, or get over it, or release it and let it go. Okay. So if you're ready for true love or not, I feel like Spirit's telling you not quite. You have the Empress. Then you have the Book. So I feel like you've still got a lot to learn about yourself. Because the Book card definitely represents knowledge and wisdom and studying. Could be that you need to dive deeper about the truth of who you are, and about love and this situation with this person. Because you have a lot to learn about yourself, I feel. You need to nurture yourself. You need to forgive yourself, have compassion for yourself and others, but you need to look at yourself in a higher light than what you're seeing yourself. Okay, so what exactly do you need to do to prepare for your true love? Well, you have the Tower card, which is the big surrender card from Spirit. Letting the bullshit go so that the new can come in. Surrender to change. Then you have the Tree with it. The tree represents a healthy love, okay? It represents a healthy connection, a lasting connection, or lasting love, a rooted love. It could also represent a lover that's a healer or an empathetic, okay? It just represents healthy relationships. I feel like you need to surrender to change, because, and then you have the number 5 here, which is the number of change and major life changes, which the Tower represents that. So you need to prepare by allowing Spirit to do what's needed. If you're being guided to let go and surrender of a certain aspect of yourself, people, whatever you're being guided to let go of, it's best to release and open your hand and allow Spirit to take those things that don't serve you anymore. And I feel like you know what those things are, so that they can replace it with something way much better for you. Okay, and I feel like what that is a healthy relationship, because you have the Tree card here. Then you also got next to it the House card, which represents stability. Okay, so that's what Spirit's trying to bring in. They're trying to rebuild you, and it could be that you need to prepare and release the unhealthy relationships and connections you have in your life. Not just romantic relationships, but it could be friendships too, or family members that don't mean you any good. Okay? What's really blocking you is you have the 6 of Cups with the House card. Okay? So what's blocking you, I'm getting 2 different things. So first off, you have the House here with the 6 of Cups. The House can represent a feeling of being at home, okay, settling down, stability in a relationship, or stability in love. You have the 6 of Cups. So the thing I'm getting is, maybe as a child you did not have a stable home, or you did not have any, any stable couples to look up to, whether it was your own parents, or whether it was your peers or people that you saw around you. All you saw was instability somehow. Even if they were married or together for years, somehow you saw things like cheating going on, or abuse, or just unhappy marriages. So it's something in your past as a child maybe that you need to heal. Also, I'm getting what blocks you is an unhealthy partnership that you're holding on to, okay, or partnerships that you're still holding on to and you have yet to heal. It's someone from your past, or it could be multiple people from your past. It could be an ex-lover. You know, it very well is this person, because I feel like this person is, you know, not the best person for you in that lifelong partnership level. Not at all. Maybe to learn lessons and heal karma, yes, but not for anything else. So let's move on. So if you decide to move with this person, if you decide to move forward with this person, what will the possible long-term outcome of that be? You have the Four of Cups, and you have the Mice card. I'm getting you'll be extremely miserable. The Four of Cups is like being discontent, being disconnected emotionally, being bored with what you have in life, not seeing that Spirit has anything better for you. It's like this person's only focused on these three cups that stand here. So whatever associations or relationships you have in your life, it's like, is this all that I deserve? Is this all life has to offer me? So it could be three significant relationships that you might look at and say, is this all that I deserve? Because I only had this. Is that all I deserve? And Spirit's like, no, I have something greater and something higher for you that you're just not seeing. And it could be that you're not open to that. That someone could be trying to offer that to you. You're not open. With this, the anxious energy in the Mice, it could represent an anxious lover. So this could be you. Always anxious, uneasy. It also represents a toxic, stressful relationship, codependency, you know, lack of confidence. So you're always going to feel like you're lacking something, or something's, you know, like your joy is being stolen from you. All of your abundance, you know, mice come in and they eat up all of our food and they leave. So it's like, you're going to feel stripped of your dignity and self-love. You're always going to feel less than. That's just what I'm feeling. Like this person isn't, they're not good for you. Not at all. This person is not good for you. Okay. Let's see. So if you decide to move forward onto something else or someone else, or just decide to move away from this person, you have the Seven of Cups with the Garden. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is about choices and all of these opportunities, some good, some bad, but you do have to weigh the pros and cons of these options. This could represent you know, lovers that come in. It could be that you're going to get a lot of suitors that come in, and Spirit wants you to choose wisely, because you have the Garden card, and this is a card of like social gatherings and meeting friends and meeting online and meeting at a club, or speed dating, blind dating, you know, online dating, if I didn't say that already. But it's like social media, you know, dating people. You could have a lot of options to meet people in different avenues, you know, socialize with different types of people, you know, different suitors that may come your way. And like Spirit said, you do have to choose wisely. Not all are good options, of course. So you do have to use your discernment of who's worthy of your time and who isn't worth your time. Not everybody that comes to us is of our highest good. Okay, so Spirit's telling you you're going to have a lot more opportunities in love, but you do have to choose partners wisely. And I feel like they want you to remember this situation and apply that in the future to use your discernment. So this person did serve your highest good in a sense, you know, to use your discernment on what a good person, a good guy is, and just what's a guy that's out here, you know, that has an alternative, you know, alternate motive. They're up to something else, okay? So what's the future coming outcome of this? So you have the Ten of Pentacles with the dog, which represents companionship. It could also represent a lover that's your friend. So this person that Spirit has for you that could be coming in, or how you could be meeting new people, could very well be through family and friends. They could already be your friend already. You might end up dating a friend, or, you know, it could end up that someone that you least expect ends up being a stable partnership for you. The Ten of Pentacles represents a stable foundation, a stable home life, a stable love partnership, the children, the dog, the house, you know, the car, the jobs, you know, everybody has it going on in this picture. So, but I do, for some reason, I get like family gatherings that maybe you'll meet someone through like you'll meet a family friend through a family member, or a friend might introduce you to one of their friends or something, okay? But whatever this is, you're going to meet a faithful companion, because this represents someone who's loyal and very faithful, whether they're a friend or a lover. But I feel like they'll be a friend first somehow, or introduced as a friend. The Ten of Pentacles, like I said, it could very well be through a family member, but it does also represent a stable relationship. So whatever you're wishing for or hoping for, ultimately, it's not really about a specific person. It's more so what you're wanting is a true love, someone that will love you and adore you, you know, whatever the specifics are. It's not so much about a person. It's what it is that you ultimately desire. Yes, you can say, I want a car, I want this type of car, I want, you know, this type of house. But at the end of the day, what do you want? You want a car that's reliable, that gets you around, you know, that feels good when you drive it, that even looks good. You want a home that you can live in, you know. So even if you don't get the specifics of what you asked for, and you're open to what Spirit has to offer you, and allow them to match your true desire, which is you want that home that matches you. And some of the things we say we want, they're not really coming from our true heart's desires. And some of the things that we want, we don't even know what exactly it is. It's a lot of subconscious, a lot of things that we can't even imagine, and Spirit matches those things for us perfectly, better than we imagined it. So whatever it is that you feel is unobtainable and reachable when it comes to your love life, it isn't. It's very much obtainable. Then you have the Rider, which represents a new love partner coming in. Okay, so I do see that for you. It can happen like that, seriously, because it's like once you cut away things that don't serve you and you clear away your energy, because it's like, just imagine like you have this hoarding energy, like you have all this stuff just built up, just laying around. It's like a smoke, or it's like a crowd of people that just hover, or let's say cockroaches. It sounds so nasty, but let's say like a nasty puddle of cockroaches in your home. It's like until you clear those cockroaches out, it's like then it's like everything looks more cleaner and it looks more healthier. You know, you feel safer, you can breathe again, you're not in fear, you're not anxious, you're not angry. You know, it's like you got to remove the unhealthy things out of your life. And just imagine everything that's stored up for you is like on back order because you're not ready to receive your package. You got, you know, all of this mess in your house, you haven't even cleared it out yet, you haven't threw it out the dumpster, and all of the things that are stored up for you, they can't move it in. It's like new furniture, they can't deliver it to you, they can't move it in until you remove all of the old furniture, all of the crap and the, you know, the things that you're hoarding that you don't need anymore. You know, those old hats, they lived a long life now, they got dust on them, it's time to give them away. You know, certain things that you can't even use anymore, an old TV that doesn't even work, but we're holding on to it because of the memories and because of what it once was. Although it doesn't serve us anymore, we don't need it anymore. So that's just what I'm getting for you. I hope that this resonates and that it gives you some insight and some clarity. And for anyone else that's watching, I hope that this also reaches you in the way that Spirit intended it to. If you're interested in your own reading, I will leave in the description box below the link to my website to purchase this reading. As always, I'm sending you all much love, and until next time.